There's 50 U.S. states. Means there's 50 state flags. Let's rank them all. All right. So we got our flags here. And now this point is not a unique point in any way. Anyone who's into flags has pointed this out and talked about it. But if your state flag is just the state seal on a solid field, you're going an F. I need to make an F. Because, why? Shoot. See, making a whole tier. What the hell? A whole tier. What the fuck? Just for this. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Bam, bam, bam. Yay, you're noticing. Hey, you're kind of missing some. No, I'm not. I know what I'm doing. These ones are so fucking boring. I know these states probably have annual meetings or complaints about people talking, hey, maybe we should change the flag. Ours is ass. Okay, I always miss some. Okay. I think that's either a seal or close enough. I don't give a shit. Okay, so now you're noticing, hey, some of these flags that haven't been ranked. Seal, solid field, why aren't they F? Because they, at the minimum, put the state name in clearly readable text. And why that puts it a tier above is a self-awareness that these flags suck. They're so generic. We are not better. That we can at least tell them what state this is, because nobody is going to memorize every state seal and be able to differentiate to them like that. Okay, well, some people are, but I am not. Stupid American needs to be told, yes, these are boring. I'm not learning them. Okay, I think that's it for this level of effort, which is none. Ooh, you tried sneaking by because you're not blue. All right. So, because how many is that? That's 21 out of 51, because this one includes Washington, D.C. 21 out of 51 states put some effort into their flag. So, let's rank the ones that are left, ones with actual effort. So, I'm trying to think. So, there are two pairs of flags here that are nearly identical. I think that's where we should start. So we have Alabama and Florida. Now, I could look up the history. Which flag came first? I could knock one down because it has the state seal on it. Which is not like a given of it just being bad because the state seal on it. As you can see, some of these flags still have their seal on it, but have not just been slapped into the bottom. Like, for example, which one is this? Oh, like Wyoming here with the buffalo, with the state seal inside of it. I think. I can't see that well. I think that's what it is. But that's cool. That's a unique idea of presenting the seal, because the seals themselves have to be designed, so there should be pride in them. You shouldn't rely on them and copy and paste them into everything and have them be your only symbol. But incorporating it into your state flag can be good. Wyoming proves that. I'm gonna put it. I'm putting it at A. Like a buffalo. Buffaloes are cool, and proving that state seals can still be used in a good way. I'm giving it points for that because every other one is like we're just gonna ride off the state seal and call it. Hate that. But anyways, back to what I was saying about Florida and Alabama's. I don't. This is off. This should be off design. So I won't look into history. Maybe I should. But I'm not. It's hard to differentiate them. And the state seal, I'm obviously split on what what that should mean for it. I'm going to give the edge to Florida. So I'm going to put Florida in B, Alabama in C. That's where we're going to go with it. Now, the other ones that are very similar, North Carolina and Texas. Gotta be up front. I'm from Texas. There's a bias. Take a guess where I'm putting my own state flag. Gonna fully own up to the bias. Now, one of the reasons I'm gonna be putting Texas's state flag ahead of North Carolina, even though I looked into it a little bit, I didn't get the clearest answer, but I'm like 100% sure that North Carolina's came first. Putting Texas's first because it's just more simple. I don't. Extravagant designs can be cool, but just the text and the state initials it's doing a little too much in this tiny part of it, the tiny little side, and there's like nothing going on in the rest. So a nice solid look. The single star also makes more sense for Texas being the Lone Star State. I don't hate North Carolina's, but I'm slapping it in B. It was ours first. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Do not care. So now should we just go through here? Alaska. I love constellations. I'm a stargazer, if you will. So where to put it? I'm gonna put it in. I really like it. I do really. I'm gonna put it in A. It's simple isn't bad. A lack of effort is bad. There's thought here. Of any state, if you want to look at the stars going into more rural, northern Alaska is the move. So it makes sense. Very simple. I knew it was Alaska. That's another thing. I don't have to look. I have a cheat sheet over here. 50 states. I could point them on the map. I don't know all of their flags memorized. But I knew Alaska's. It's getting the point. Next up, Arizona. Looks a little communist. That's a negative in my book. But it's still pretty cool. I'm gonna put it in B. The Rising Star. I just feel like there's some negative connotations with that. So we're just gonna move on to Arkansas, which is pretty boring. The state name being on the flag is only a positive when the state seal is there, because you're conceding a lack of effort. Still more than just having the state seal, but just the state name, 1 star above 3 others. I know every flag here has meaning, so if you're telling me there's meaning behind that, there's meaning behind everything on every single one of these flags, that's not a point in favor of you. This is just based off design. I don't like it. That's pretty simple. Iowa. What is with the French flag? I don't get that. Did the French? I guess they did. I guess they did go. They were in Iowa, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure we got them via Louisiana Purchase. I might get flamed for my lack of knowledge on this subject, but basic flag. I get the name Iowa. That's a good reason to be next to Arkansas on this. Plus a whole other country's flag, which we'll get into. That might not be going where you think it's going. Anyway, so the next one's Maryland. The most unique flag, probably, based on just the design itself, not the shape of the flag, because there's only one state I think that has a different shape, but just purely off design, it's crazy. It's like a naval flag, something you would see on a little floating buoy to give a message of the area, raised upon a ship even. It's a coastal state, so that's not, off-brand. I feel like people are either going to love or hate this flag because of how different it is. Personally, I am more on the favor side of it. I like it. I don't love it. I'm going to put it in A. Pretty good flag. Pretty unique. New Mexico. This is the state I was actually born in. Color-wise, one of the more unique ones. If you look at this screen, you see blue everywhere. When states were making their flags and notes were being, like a lecture was given by the U.S. government, federal government, on making a flag, the last line they probably said was, "Our flag is red, white, and blue." And every state delegate that was barely paying attention, last word they heard was blue, and thought that was a requirement in making a flag. And that's why these flags look like shit. I mean, blue, 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 blue. And I guess, it being blue doesn't make it that bad, but when everything's blue, it does. New Mexico, cool flag. Really like it. It's going in A. Holy shit, another blue flag. Should I knock it down for that? I'm not. I'm going to put it in A as well. It's, again, another unique one. Very simple. Palm tree, a moon. I used to live there. Was that a point in favor of it? Maybe. Colorado, I think. Yeah, because what other state starts with C? Connecticut and California. Connecticut has a fucking state seal. California is the last one we're getting to, apparently. Colorado's a solid B. Easy to remember which state it is because of the C. And I know other states are C. But again, California, pretty distinct flag. You could think Connecticut. But if this is a good design, it has a little bit of fun to it, I would think fun associates more with Colorado. Is that a ridiculous reasoning and makes no sense? Yes, it does. Do I give a shit? No, I don't. This next flag is Georgia. Oh, now that I'm looking at it, I'm pretty sure that's like the Confederate flag with their state seal in it. Yikes. How do I tackle this topic? It is a bit of history. It's not the battle flag that everyone hates. They hate the battle flag, but not the actual, government flag. Very interesting. I'm gonna put it in D. We're going in D. A country's flag that doesn't exist anymore being your flag is weird. That's definitely weird. The state seal, the only reason it's not as an F is because it's not state seal, solid field. You would think that one's going to change, right? Because the next one that we're looking at, Mississippi, that one has changed very recently. If I had to guess, most recent state to change its flag with good reason. It was a sideways French flag with the Confederate battle flag in the corner. It's what it used to be. Now it's this little flower. I'm gonna put it in motherfucking B. I'm gonna put it in B. I love that they changed it. God, I wish that set a precedent, not only for Georgia, but just in general, states changing their flags. Because what the fuck is all of these other ones? Anyways, Ohio, butt of many jokes, different shaped flag, very derivative of the United States country flag. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I like that they branched out and tried a different shape of flag. Respect it. I really do. But it's just, did somebody fold a United States flag in the weirdest way possible? I don't even know how you would get to that shape. But look at that from an angle and go, that's our state flag. I'll just put it in B. There's more uniqueness going on than these ones. Uniqueness is going to get you a long way on here. See, I couldn't even tell you what this next one is. Tennessee. Oh, I probably should have gotten that. My bad. I don't like it that much. We're putting it in C. Do I need to really elaborate that much? 3 stars in a circle, red field. Don't give a shit. All right. The next one. Hawaii. Very interesting design. The Union Jack with the stripes, not the color pattern, but the stripes of the United States flag. Crazy that the most culturally unique state's flag is just like paying homage to people outside of that culture who have owned the state. Very unique approach. I have no suggestions for what they should change it to, but that's one I would like to change, not because I dislike what the flag is now. I don't have a problem with that being the approach of countries, of like other flags that have flown over Hawaii. So I don't find that as a knock. I just would like it to change because I think what it could be more unique, given that it's from a more unique culture. And a variety of flags would make me so happy for the United States, i.e. this tier list, shitting on ones that aren't. But I'm going to put it in C. You know, just different flags combined together to make yours is iffy. And then this one is, there is a state, right? Am I overlooking it? What is this? Oh, here it is. Missouri. I think I'm going to put it in D. Because again, state seal, it had some creativity, I guess, into it. Washington, D.C. I just, looked up state flag tier lists. It just happened to be in here. But I'll rank it. I was going to put it in F because I was like, not a state. F. But let's actually look at it. What do I do? Let's put it in C. It feels in line with Tennessee's and Arkansas. If you have 3 stars grouped together, 3 down here, the ones on top. But if you have 3 stars grouped together, I guess you're a C flag. California. Here we go. Texas is no longer alone. Crazy that those are the 2 S's because they are always in like a little more serious than one, but it's close to a sibling rivalry. Definitely more hatred than love. But good flags. Really iconic, at least within America. Like, you see each of those flags. Even if they took out California Republic, you know what fucking state that is. It's the one with the fucking bear on it. And, of course, the new California Republic and the Fallout games have added to it, and that genuinely could be why it's in S, just because of those games. The one with the mutated bear, where it has two heads, adding to, like, when I think of flags within America and states, like, that's one I think about. Maybe it's just because of the game, but those two states, I mean, definitely the two biggest, and I don't mean by size or population, although Texas does fall into both of those categories of top two. But I'm rambling. The two best state flags, two very different states, culturally. Although more like than maybe you think, given the Hispanic influence in each. But they definitely sit atop the rest. Just, I wouldn't mind if any state B and below changed their flag. A, you would have to have a pretty fucking solid design. But S, you can't touch those flags. Like, those flags, they found them. They got them. Those are the state flags forever. As long as those states are around, those are the flags. They nailed it. Every other state needs to look to those states because they got it out the fucking park. And that's my tier list. That's the list. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Did I shit on your state? Tell me to go fuck myself in the comments.